Hello and welcome back to VAR From The Truth, EP.11.
Yes.
Can't believe it. How are you, man?
I'm good, bro. I'm very well, thank you. It's been a long week. Also recording this a few days later, so I know you're a bit under the weather the last
Yeah, I
few
have the man
days.
flu. So,
Yeah. But
yeah,
like you said, it's that time of year, isn't it?
it is, bro. To be fair, I was just thinking as well, can't believe it's November.
I know, man. I
This
know.
year's just gone ridiculously quickly.
Yeah.
I just remember it being the transfer window and all of a sudden we're 11 episodes. That's 11 weeks because we've not missed a week.
Yeah.
So 11 weeks since we started the podcast and,
Mm-hmm.
keeping that consistency up.
It's mad, bro.
Um,
Birthday next week.
yeah, you got any plans?
Um, Not really, bro. Maybe might go for I was with someone the other day and they said about there's this like Brazilian, they were Brazilian. There's
Okay.
a nice Brazilian restaurant in like Swindon, uh,
Okay.
where they do like buffet style, sort of like bring their like meat over to you and like sort of cut it on the table.
Yeah,
But
well, on those skewers.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because they
Sick.
said I was like, so it's a bit far. Like it's not far, but like you know what I mean. It's not like in like Bristol. And
Mm.
yeah, like the ones in Bristol like aren't great, but this one's like meant to be like really really good. So I don't know. I might try that to be fair, but other than that, bro, nothing really.
Trust. You know what? At our ripe old age of
Bro, I'm just too old. Yeah, I'm getting too old to be doing stuff, bro.
trust, it's mad. I'm just kind of just like going to a chilled restaurant. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Having some nice food, like having something a little bit different.
yeah,
Yeah, it's not what it used to be, but
yeah. I think next year, maybe like when it's a big birthday next year, so maybe do something. But
trust. You know what? I'm gonna have to go to watch an Arsenal game or something.
oh yeah,
Now, do
yeah.
you know what? We'll have to go. VAR From The Truth's first birthday. We'll have
Mm,
to go. We'll have to go to a game,
yeah, yeah.
and do something a little bit special for the 1 year anniversary.
Oh yeah, I'm down for that, 100%.
100%, bro. Let's talk a little bit of football.
Yeah.
I wanted to start off with a statistic that I saw doing the rounds on Twitter, or X as they call it now.
Mm.
Erling Haaland has only been caught offside 18 times since he joined Manchester City.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right, bro.
Mate, it's right. I,
That's
I, I swear to you. I'll search it up right now.
18 times. How many goals did he score? He scored 100 goals, yeah? Did he score
Yeah,
100?
yeah, yeah.
It's mad, bro. That's actually mad. He's ridiculous, by the way. He's absolutely ridiculous. Like, did you see, I seen it on his Instagram. It was like his celebration was like the robot. So, you know how everyone calls him like a
A
machine.
machine.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was his celebration. He was like, the caption was something like, I couldn't hide it any longer or something. Um, do you know what I like about him? He's actually a good character, bro.
Mate, do you know what? He's likable, isn't he?
Yeah,
Haaland. He's
he,
got a bit
he
of personality to him.
yeah, he's very like, I think he's very dry as well. Like he's very
Yeah.
like,
The thing is,
uh,
you can just tell he's a funny guy.
yeah,
Having him around in the dressing room, he's probably jokes.
yeah,
But yeah, man, this is what this was. He did an interview, and in the interview they brought up the statistic that 18 times in three, and he said 18 times in 3.5 years is okay. I think it's
Hmm.
in my game. I hate to be offside. And he said, I think VAR has helped me even more because you get the decision
Hmm.
right every time. So 3.5 years only been offside 18, and now I think about it when you watch him, you're like, because even in that Bournemouth game I was just like, he's got
Hmm.
to be offside there because he just was through on goal, but he
Yeah,
wasn't.
yeah,
He
yeah.
times his run so well, and I just
Yeah.
thought that was
Would you remember? Do you remember his goal against Arsenal? And like Reinders was like carrying the ball, and he was sort of like he was ready to go, but he was waiting. So obviously he didn't want to be offside from like Saliba. I think was like jockeying. So he does time his runs well. To be fair, he does really
Yeah.
actually time them well. So, but yeah, he's on fire. He's got 13 goals in 10 games in the league.
And he scored again in the Champions League as well.
Yeah, I seen a thing. Okay, it might have been the same interview to be fair, but one of the reporters asked him like how many goals he might get this season, like if he might break any of the records that he set. And I was thinking, I was like, so I think his first season, when he scored like 36 goals and he broke the record. I think he got 15 in his first 10. Obviously, he's on 13 in 10 now. But like the
Not
way he
far
go,
off.
yeah, the way he's going, like you wouldn't be surprised if he gets close to that again.
Nah. He's just like the thing. Like it's quite funny because I've been watching Victor Gyökeres quite a lot,
Mm.
and I've watched quite a few of Man City's games as well. And Gyökeres is like a very physically strong player, but when you're watching him play, like you can see he's trying to be physically strong and
Mm.
powerful. With Haaland, it's just like it's almost like he's just on another level to compare to these centre backs in terms of strength and speed.
Yeah.
Like there was a bit in that Bournemouth game where he was holding the ball up and he just turned the centre back
Mm.
just effortlessly, and like he's just so big, so strong,
Yeah.
and just so tenacious, and he's just clinical in front of goal. And
Yeah.
Man City are really playing to his strengths a lot more. I feel this season that
Yeah.
it's a bit less about creating a lovely goal and then Haaland's there to tap it in. They're
Mm.
breaking through the lines and trying to exploit these high lines that are being played against them, which I think Bournemouth were very silly to play at the
Yeah.
Etihad,
Yeah.
playing right into Man City's hands. But yeah, you got to give Pep his flowers a little bit this season because they
Mm.
have altered a little bit what they're doing and playing to his strengths quite a bit.
Yeah. Which I remember when he first came into the league and people were wondering like, oh, how's he gonna work? Like Pep just likes to, play tiki taka, and we all saw what Haaland was like at Dortmund. Like he was like sprinting from the halfway line and sort of putting goals in the back of the net. And even though he scored a lot of goals, he wasn't getting many touches. Do you remember like there was games where he'd like touch the ball like 6 or 7 times the whole game? Like he might score, but like it couldn't have been very enjoyable for him. Whereas like now,
No,
I feel like he's actually enjoying it, and like you say, they're playing to his strengths, and he's just bulldozing defenders, mate.
yeah,
It's scary.
he's ridiculous, mate. He
But
really
you know
is.
what? A part of me is like two things really. One, where would they be if they didn't have him? Like let's just say they still had Julian Alvarez, like obviously a different type. And I know like Pep would make it work, but like, I just don't think they'd be like anywhere near where they are in the league.
Nah, the thing is, Haaland and Alvarez, like as good as Alvarez is, he's not in that in the same bracket as Haaland. Like we're
No.
talking about probably the best striker in world football at the moment, and he's also in his prime. This is or getting to his prime. Who knows? But he's
Mm,
not an aging striker. He's young still. He's
yeah.
probably feeling the best. He looks after himself so well. Like
Mm,
he really like Ronaldo was his idol. I think growing up, and
yeah.
one thing that Ronaldo kind of is known for is spending a lot of money on his rehab and
Mm,
making sure that his mind and body are right before every game. And like Haaland's got that in him as well.
yeah. Yeah. Do you think Haaland ever leaves Man City?
Yeah, I can
And like
see
if so,
him.
like where do you reckon he'd go?
The obvious one is Real Madrid because
Mm,
he's that Galactico type player. But
yeah.
I feel like he's moved around quite a bit already, and I
Mm,
think maybe when Pep leaves Man City, I can see him maybe trying it in Spain. The thing is, he would actually probably be quite good at
yeah.
Real Madrid, wouldn't he?
Yeah. Can you imagine like I can imagine like Mbappe sort of moving to the left,
Yeah,
Haaland up front, and then I mean whoever they want on the right, and like maybe like Vinny like leaving, maybe doing a bit of a Neymar, and maybe going to like PSG or something.
I can see Nate. I can see Vinny leaving.
Yeah,
And see him leaving. I don't. The thing about Vinny, mate. Like, do you rate him?
yeah, I do, and like because it was only last season that like it was between him and Rodri for the Ballon d'Or, and like it would have been well deserved if he had got it.
Yeah.
Um, but also this season he's been quite poor. Um, I think the back end of last season, Champions League wise, like I mean Real Madrid were poor, so it's not just on him, but like he wasn't great, and like I don't. There's some things about his like attitude that actually don't like. Um, I think he's a great player when he's on song, but if things aren't going his way, I just feel like he's a bit of a luxury player,
Mm.
and you can't carry those sort of players in like top football.
Yeah.
Uh,
Like, would you? Okay, let's say next summer he's Arsenal. Arsenal sign him. How would you feel
yeah,
as
obviously,
our star left winger?
yeah, like obviously, like I'd be happy about it, and like, I'd hope he's like play well and show what he can do because, like I said, he is a world class player. He was nearly a Ballon d'Or winner the other season. Um, but I'd fear that when it maybe didn't go right for him, like one, it would affect the team, and like he seems like one of those players, yeah, that can like maybe get like people on board with like being like trying to think of a better word than like depressed, um like if he's not happy about something, he'll like get people on board with him and like be on the same sort of
Yeah.
wavelength.
Do
You
you
know what I
know what
mean?
he is, mate? He's a catalyst, bro. Like
Yeah,
in the changing room, like if he's got a problem, you can tell that he'll get his mates thinking the same thing, and then they'll have
yeah,
an issue with the manager. And
yeah,
I think I do think Vinny's good, but the amount of times I've seen him be ineffective in games is quite often, especially in the last two seasons. And I
yeah,
mean, Connor Bradley absolutely pocketed him in
yeah.
that Liverpool game, and unless Connor Bradley's turned into you know Jurien Timber overnight, it's either Vinny was terrible or Connor Bradley's a lot better than we thought he was.
Yeah.
And yeah, I going on to that game a little bit. What did you think about Liverpool Madrid?
I thought that I thought Madrid were going to be a lot better. Like obviously we saw what Arsenal did to them last season in the Champions League, and like they were poor. Um, but they started La Liga really well this season.
Mm,
They finally got the better of Barcelona after losing like I think it was like 3 or 4 games to them last season, and I thought like, okay, they look better. Like Xabi Alonso's come in, they look a lot better. Um, but yeah, they were pretty lackluster, mate, against Liverpool. And I don't know. Obviously, I was saying to you off air that like I don't know if it's the La Liga teams. They're just maybe we think that they're better than they actually are. And I saw a thing actually just before we came on Instagram. Um, Throughout the Champions League this season, with like English and Spanish teams playing against each other, there's been 8 matches. The La Liga team has only won one of those. Premier League teams have won the other 7, and
really?
that was Barcelona when they beat Newcastle. Uh,
Okay,
yeah, like all the other games are between La Liga and Prem sides. Premier League have won 7 of them,
that's
uh,
mad.
and like it does make me
Why do you
think.
think that is? Do you think it's just like the intensity of, or the way? Do you know? Do you know what I think it is actually? I feel
Mm.
like football in England has evolved quite a
Yeah.
lot in this past 2 years. Like we're
Yeah.
seeing set pieces become so prominent.
Mm.
We're seeing long throws. We're seeing teams almost be so mechanical and methodical in the way they're building up, and
Yeah.
how the formation changes that they're defending. And I feel like Spanish football's still a little bit behind.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what. Yeah, that's mad.
I think because you got to think like over the past like 10, 15 years, yeah, like and mainly Madrid, but like Spanish teams have sort of dominated like the Champions League.
Yeah,
Um, and like it's just it's weird because I don't think English teams have ever really dominated the Champions League. And obviously, like PSG won it last season. Um,
but if you
like
look at it as a whole, I think the English teams perform the best, right? Because we're the
yeah,
ones with five.
like they English teams tend to go like quite far. Um, and then like obviously when you get to like semi-finals and final, like obviously anything can happen. Do you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah,
But English teams do tend to like get very far. Like there's always like at least two teams in the quarterfinals that are English, um, if not more.
yeah,
And I think I can probably see that again. I can see Liverpool, Man City, and Arsenal probably getting to a quarter final. I mean, Spurs have got a really easy run. Like they've got really easy 8 fixtures. Well, not all of them, but like pretty easy. So I
yeah.
can see them getting to like maybe like depending on who you get in the round of 16, like they could get to a quarter final as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, Spurs haven't really played a big team, have they?
Mate, no, they haven't. They had like the easiest fixture list.
Yeah.
Um, so I think I don't know how many points they've got. I think maybe I think I don't know if they lost a game, but I think they've got like 9 points at least.
Hmm.
So yeah, like I mean, so I said my prediction about Chelsea, but you never know; they might be there or thereabouts. So like, mate, you could have 4 or 5 English teams in like the round of 16 at least.
Yeah, and even Newcastle,
Yeah,
they're doing their part. They're winning games, and
yeah,
I'll tell you what. I had a little look at the Champions League table yesterday,
mm,
and if you're a big team and you don't actually make it through to the knockout stage or to at least the playoffs,
yeah,
I think that I think that deserves an instant sacking because
yeah.
it's not hard to do because you don't need that many points in
No,
reality
you
to
don't.
actually make it through.
Like I reckon,
Um,
yeah. Like, well, how many games have they played now? 4.
yeah.
So there's 4 to go. Like I reckon if Arsenal lost their next 4 games in the Champions League, like they'd still make the playoff, like minimum.
Oh yeah.
Um. So yeah, like I think
So for
it's
example, yeah, in 24th place, and so to get into the playoffs, and
mm,
Napoli, and they've got
yeah,
4 points.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, 100%. So
So
I think really to get into the like the 25th place. I think after 8 games, you probably need 10 points. I reckon
yeah,
like
yeah,
10 points. 10 points probably does it. I reckon.
yeah. I think if you're like Bayern, Inter, and Arsenal, and you've won 4 out of 4, you
I,
could
th- I, yeah, I think one more game guarantees you like
guarantees you a top 8 finish. Really.
100%, 100%.
Yeah, yeah.
Who do you think like out of all 5 English teams, like do you think all of them make it to like the playoff? Do you think any of them like might not make it, or like who
Yeah,
do you think finishes in the top 8?
I think Arsenal, Man City, Liverpool. I think Tottenham, and do you know what? I think all of them might actually finish in that top 8. Maybe
Yeah.
Newcastle won't, but they're picking up wins.
Mm.
Um,
Chelsea finished in the top 8.
I don't think Chelsea will.
They
I
just
think they've
drew
got, but
Cameron back.
they drew with who? Sorry,
Mm.
they
Mate,
drew with the Carabao Cup.
Good team there, mate. Good team, Carabag, mate. Good team.
I
Yeah.
think we were talking on the points of the board, like Tosin and
Yeah.
Jarrell Hatto.
Yeah, mate.
It's got
It's
Their
just
just centre backs are so poor,
yeah.
and their
And like I
goalkeeper.
know they've got injuries, but I don't think that their injured players are even that much better, to be honest.
But
Like
this is my thing with Chelsea. Yeah, okay, yeah, they beat Spurs, which was such a poor game. By the way,
yeah.
that Spurs Chelsea game. It was one of the worst Prem games I've seen in a
It's
very
an
long
awful
time.
goal as well. Do you see it?
Yeah, it was an awful goal, and I mean, João Pedro should have scored a hat trick. He was through
Yeah.
1-on-1 quite a few times, and Spurs were dreadful. And
Mm.
I still don't think Chelsea are getting enough like stick from the media and from pundits because they're still below Liverpool, who have been absolutely scrutinised. Man
Mm.
City have had it in the neck. United have had it as well,
Yeah.
and they've had a very poor start to the season, and they've arguably had the easiest start and run of fixtures so far up until now. And I think
Yeah.
their recruitment has been so poor this year. Like we
Yeah.
spoke about their wingers last week, but how are you, as a Chelsea fan? I'd love to know. I'd love for you to let us know. How have you not addressed your centre back situation, and how have you not signed another goalkeeper?
Mm. Yeah.
I don't understand it. It's like
No.
Arsenal. Do you know what it's like? Arsenal not signing a striker last season in the transfer window.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah. Like if we hadn't signed one, people would have been like, well, "What are you doing?"
like the narrative going into this season was, oh, if Chelsea can get a goalkeeper and a centre back, they're going to be a different animal.
Yeah.
And guess what? They didn't.
Yeah. They still
So
look like a bunch of puppets.
exactly. I mean, they signed that Hatto guy, who I didn't mind coming to Arsenal, but problem is like if you come into a stable team at the back and with players like Gabriel and Saliba around you, it's much easier to come in and make an impact. Like we've seen people like Mosquera,
Yeah.
Hincapié, um,
Yeah.
Calafiori do because there's that stability around them. Like
Mm.
if you're partnering Hato with Tosin,
Mm.
it's not.
Yeah.
It's just not what you want, is it? Poor Hato, mate.
Tosin Adarabioyo. Anyway, enough about Chelsea. Just back to
No,
the Champions League. Um, like at the moment, obviously, Bayern beat PSG 2-1. Barcelona drew 3-3 with Club Bruges. Um, Inter look quite good, that like they always do. To be fair, um, like, what are you thinking in terms of the Champions League? Like, do you reckon it's like who's your favourite? Obviously, like anything can happen. It's one of those things. Like when you get to round of 16, quarter final, semi final, like one, it starts getting more serious. Two, form comes into it. At the time, three, like like what's your injury list like? And obviously, like it's two legs. So, I think just before you go, like one thing that they're doing this season, which I think is quite good, if you do finish in that top eight teams, you actually get the home advantage.
so
Um,
important.
yeah, which they didn't do last year, which I thought was a
Because
bit.
I thought it was so unfair last year that Arsenal finished above Real Madrid and PSG and had to
Mm,
play the home fixture and
first,
then
yeah,
lose first in both games.
yeah, I
And
agree.
I just thought, you know, if you there has to be a reward higher than just finishing in the top eight and going through. Like
Mm,
if you do well in that, there has to be an incentive for teams to go really hard in the group, and that
yeah,
incentive should be having the benefit of playing the second leg at home. So I
mm,
think that's important.
yeah,
And I mean, in terms of who are my front runners, I think the standout team, even above Arsenal's got to be Bayern Munich.
yeah. I agree with you. I agree with you. I think I said this on a very
Yeah,
early
I think your pick in our prediction shirt to start the season was for Bayern to actually win the Champions League,
episode.
and Jonathan Tah at the back, at Meccano, Harry Kane, and Luis Diaz obviously got sent off
Mm.
for a challenge on Hakimi in that
Mm.
game. But they are good, a very, very good team.
Yeah. Musiala
And
coming back, Michael Elise,
Musiala coming back.
Kimmich, like
There's just not a there's not a real weakness in that team. They've got Manuel Neuer in goal, who is
mm.
one of the best goalkeepers of all time, I think. And
I think it'd be interesting because I think we're playing them. I think Arsenal are playing Bayern Munich soon in the Champions League.
yeah, I think it's the next game's at home. I think that's going to be I think that's going to be the biggest test to see how good Arsenal actually are, because we know
Yeah.
how good Bayern are. They beat
Mm.
PSG. You know, I think they've won like 15, 16 games in a row, something
Yeah.
ridiculous. I think they've won every single game this season, bro.
Yeah.
So, and they've
And
just come.
you know what Harry Kane's like against Arsenal as well. Like he always manages to get a tap or a penalty.
You know what?
So
It's like I saw this thing on X as well. It was like this Arsenal fan said, "Can you just imagine Harry Kane goes over in the 92nd minute and scores a penalty at the clock end to break Arsenal's clean sheet record?"
yeah, yeah, I can literally see it as well.
I mean, if Arsenal keep a clean sheet against Bayern, I think Bayern will score 100%. They're too good. Like
Yeah, yeah.
they got such good players, and Elise is so good.
But then I just think like I think I thought that about the couple of teams that we played recently, and I think that about Sunderland. Like I think Sunderland might score, and then Sunderland probably won't score, or they might not even have a shot on target. Like, bro, so obviously this shot on target thing that's happened. Like
Mm.
I think it was Crystal Palace had like the only shot on target, and it wasn't even really a shot. It was like a cross. And then the next game was Burnley. They didn't have a shot on target. Bro, when we played Slavia Praha midweek, they didn't have a shot on target. Um, like it's actually mental. Like this defensive display that we're seeing
It's
is
ridiculous, mate. It's absolute. And the thing is, Arsenal, I think PSG really like the way they play. They attack you, especially
mm,
if you're at home. And I think you know Bayern were very well organised and were set up to hit them on the break. And I don't think Arsenal are gonna allow them to play like that at the Emirates. I don't think it's gonna be as open.
mm,
Um, like Arsenal will be tight at the back. You know what Arteta's like in these big games. He's not gonna go gung
yeah,
ho.
yeah, yeah,
It's gonna be, he's gonna be a little bit cautious, and it's gonna be. It's probably one of the most exciting games so far in the Champions League, especially as an Arsenal fan. And I mean, if
yeah,
we get a big result there, you know,
mm,
and these are the games where the set pieces can really make a difference because
mm,
you can be as good as you want on the pitch, good as you want attacking. If Declan Rice puts that ball in the right place,
yeah,
how good are Bayern Munich going to be at defending those set pieces? And it gives you such a good advantage.
mm. Are you
Like,
worried about just lastly, are you worried about Arsenal's injury list? Like it's stacking up quite a bit at the moment.
I think I'm a little bit worried for this game against Sunderland
Mm,
because I think after the international break we should get some of the cavalry back.
yeah,
I think Odegaard, Madueke,
mm,
Jesus is back training today with like full
yeah,
time training. Havertz will be back.
mm,
Martinelli will be back. So it's kind of just getting over this Sunderland game.
yeah,
I think the difference between this injury crisis and the one that we had last season is they don't seem to be as long term.
yeah, yeah. I agree.
Are you?
It's not ideal. Like it's almost like every other game, someone's going down. It's just like another one. Um, but yeah, I agree. I think as long as we can get through this Sunderland game with 3 points, couple of weeks rest then for some of the players that are injured and like rehabbing, and then hopefully we've got a majority of them back for to go again and kick on for Christmas, because that's going to be the busy period. Christmas,
Yeah,
January. That's sort of where sometimes teams fall away.
yeah, 100%, 100%, and it's that's the thing is Arsenal have invested very well as well because
Mm,
if this had happened last season, there would be there'd be panic. We wouldn't be where we were now, where we are now, if we hadn't
no,
invested how we did this summer. No
no.
chance, no chance at all.
Mm,
Who was your So we both kind of agree that Bayern are probably the best team in the Champions League. Who's
mm.
kind of potentially a team you can see doing well that's not a favourite, that might be a bit of a dark horse?
So I'll tell you the team I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be Napoli. Um, because McTominay is playing well. Obviously, they got De Bruyne, who started really well. Obviously, he's got an injury. Højlund was scoring goals. Um, so I thought it was going to be them. But obviously, like we said there, I think they're in 25th place at the moment with 4 points. So it's not been a great start for them. Um, so who do I think? Don't know, to be honest. Really, I think maybe it might be one of the English. I reckon it might be. It's going to sound so stupid. I think it might be Spurs, but I think that's only because they've got an easy fixture list.
Mm,
Like I think they could sneak into that top eight just based on the fixture list they have. Um, and then obviously it's sort of luck of the draw who you get after that, isn't it?
yeah,
You could end up with like a PSV in the round of 16 and sort of swipe them aside, and then you could go into the quarterfinals, and from there it's all up for grabs.
yeah, 100%, 100%. Yeah, like Spurs they're almost built for these like Champions League fixtures, aren't they? Because they're solid
Mm,
at the back and they're built to counter attack, and they will be difficult to play against unless they're playing against Chelsea. Um,
mm.
but do you know what? I think it's going to be Newcastle.
Yeah, you could
I
make a
think
case for them.
I think like Barca beat them, but they showed a good account of themselves, and it took a Rashford wonder goal and
Yeah,
a Pedri masterclass really to beat them. And I think
yeah,
that atmosphere at St James's Park and those Champions League nights is
mm,
something different. And I think they could definitely upset a big team if they were to go two legs with them, like similar to how they did it to Arsenal last season in the Carabao Cup. They get
yeah.
ahead, they're going to be difficult to break down and get some goals back, and they're very good at hitting teams on the break.
Yeah, like I think you're spot on, and like you said, like I think if they'd have took a couple of their early chances against Barca, it would be a different game. Like
Because they had
Gordon had
them, didn't they?
chances. Yeah, Gordon had a couple of chances early on, so it could have been a different story. To be fair, do you know what? I want to try something with you.
Yeah,
I just thought that in my head. If we do like a Champions League draft, so like basically we're gonna pick a starting 11. You can only pick one player from like each
each
club,
team.
um, and yeah, just make the sort of best starting 11 that you can, really, and sort of see how we get on, really. So I just thought about it then. I just think like
Are we
just test
picking
our
one
ball knowledge.
each?
So like our own team each. So you'll have 11 players, I'll have 11 players, but obviously we can't pick the same players. So, like, for example, if I said, for my right winger, I'm going to have Bukayo Saka.
You can't.
One, I can't pick another Arsenal player, and two, you can't pick Saka. If you know what I'm
Can't. Let's do it.
saying. So
I'll let
you
you
can.
start.
All right. I'm probably going to go like from goalkeeper, and I'll just work up from there.
Okay.
So for my goalkeeper, so I'm saying, like, I want to pick Raya, but I don't know if I want to save my Arsenal pick. Like, I think for my goalkeeper, I'm going to go Manuel Neuer, Bayern Munich. That's going to be my Bayern Munich pick.
Oh, that's what I was going to pick, bro.
You don't have to start with keeper. You can start wherever you want.
No,
But
I'm gonna start keeper. I'm gonna go Allison.
yeah, can't.
Yeah.
Can't.
I'll go
Yeah. Go on,
right
you go ahead.
back.
Yeah. We could be here a while, to be fair.
Yeah, right back. Difficult one. I'm gonna go Jurien Timber. Gonna
Yeah,
choose him as my Arsenal pick.
fair enough. Right back. Oh, I think it pains me to say it, but I'm gonna go Reece James, right back.
Interesting.
Mm.
Interesting.
Um.
And now centre back. Right.
Yeah.
Right centre back.
Right centre back. Trying to think. I'm gonna have to like start noting down what teams I picked.
So you've gone for Bayern.
Yeah.
And then you've gone
Chelsea.
for Chelsea.
Yeah. Centre back. I'm gonna use my Arsenal pick. I'm gonna go for Gabriel Magalhaes.
Okay. I'm gonna go for. Is it Bastoni that plays for Inter?
Oh, that's a good shout. That's such a good shout.
Yeah, Bastoni, bro. That's who I'm going for.
Nice. Go on. You can go for your second centre back.
This one's tricky, man. This one's tricky.
Trying to think.
Have I gone Liverpool? I've gone Liverpool, haven't I?
Yeah,
With
you got
Alisson
Alice.
in goal.
Yeah.
And I've gone Arsenal. Gone for Bastoni. The thing is, I know who you're going to pick as left back because it's coming to you first. And it's a no-brainer.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm going to go Marquinhos.
Okay.
I feel like
Yeah.
I'm using up all the
Yeah.
good
Big teams.
players.
You're gonna have like Carabag striker and that.
Trust. Club Brugge striker.
Centre back. My second centre back. I'm gonna go Tottenham. Mickey van der Ven.
It's not a bad shout.
Yeah.
Go on, man, pick him.
Nuno Mensch, best left back in the
Mate,
world.
he's an absolute joke of a
Yeah.
left back.
But like you said, I've picked like so many of like the big teams. Like, and you start thinking centre mid and that.
I'm
Who's your
going to
left
go
back?
Tino Livramento.
Yeah, calm, solid pick. I thought you were gonna go him or Udogi maybe. But I don't think he's really played. To be fair, he might be injured or something.
Nah,
Yeah, Jed
the
Spence. Yeah.
not a single Tottenham player's getting on my team, bro.
Who's your first centre mid?
CDM, I'm going Moises Caicedo, bro.
Mate, I can't even have like Rice. Can't have anything like that. Um,
You got Gabby, don't you? Oh, I can't go Rice either, bro. I can't because I've gone for
uh,
Timber.
centre mid. I don't know who's going to be holding yet, so but I'm gonna pick my first centre mid. Pedri.
Shout. Oh,
Yeah.
good. Very, very, very good player. Oh, I'm stuck here, man.
Trying to think what other teams are in the. Oh, I know what my. Yeah, I know.
This is kind of like attacking midfielder now, isn't it?
Whatever you want, whichever.
Well,
I'm
are
playing
we doing
three. I'm
number
playing.
8 or we're doing 3 in midfield?
Yeah. So just pick your. Yeah. So just like you can do your
I can pick
positions and that.
whoever in my midfield.
Yeah. Pedri's going to be obviously one of my number 8s.
Hmm. It's
But
really hard.
I know who my CDM is. I've just thought of that.
This is hard, actually. Shit. Oh, the pressure, man. The pressure.
It's just trying to think like what teams are left.
Yeah, it's we're thinking what teams I've got left.
Hmm.
Can I go Jamal Musiala?
I think you can.
I know he's injured, but I rate him
Oh
so.
yeah. You haven't picked a Bayern player yet, have you?
Nah. So
No, yeah.
Caicedo, Musiala.
Nice. Next to Pedri, I'm gonna have CDM. I'm gonna have Bruno Guimaraes.
Oh, that's a filthy
That's a
midfield, man.
midfield. That's a midfield.
Yo, that is a midfield. That's a good
Um,
midfield.
yeah. My last centre mid. I'm gonna go Napoli, Scott McTominay.
Okay, so you're going for like three
Yeah, yeah.
quite
If anything, I
sturdy
think
players.
I think Pedri might be the one to go forward a bit more, maybe, and then McTominay's the legs, and then Guimaraes sweeping up.
Hmm. So I got Musiala. And I'm gonna go for Rodri.
Yeah, cold.
Caicedo and Rodri just holding.
Yeah, nice. Let Musiala do all the work.
Yeah. Right wing. To me first.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I'm struggling now.
Lamine Yamal.
Oh, yeah,
I
fair
didn't
enough.
save it. I saved my Barca pick for him because I was thinking Pedri. I was
Yeah,
thinking like Rafinha, but I was just like, nah,
yeah,
it's got to be Yamal. Oh
yeah.
shit! Why didn't I've been ignoring like one? Nah, that's calm actually. That's calm. Nah, that's calm.
Right wing. Trying to think. Trying to think what teams I haven't used. Um,
Yeah, I've got my striker now.
yeah, like I've got my striker, and I think I've got my left winger, but I don't know who I've got right wing. Um, just tested my knowledge of like who's left. Um,
Who have you picked? What team have you
uh,
picked?
so I've got Neuer in goal,
Yeah.
right back Reece James, centre back Gabriel Magalhaes and Mickey van der Ven,
Mm-hmm.
left Nuno Mendes, centre mids McTominay, Guimaraes, and Pedri. So I've still got, out of the big teams that I can think of, I've still got like Man City, Real Madrid. Just trying to think, right wing. Struggling. I actually don't know.
Do you want me to help you?
You just list out some of the teams that are in it.
I think you got you got Real Madrid available. I think
Yeah,
you got Inter available. Have you chosen anyone from PSG?
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Mendes.
Mendes. Um, you got Borussia Dortmund available.
Mm,
Um, have you got Liverpool? I think you got Liverpool available.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But I don't want to use him. He's been stinking this season. Do you know what? I'm gonna go Dortmund, but I'm gonna go Kareem Adeyemi.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. Calm. Left wing or striker next?
left wing first.
It's you first, bro.
Kylian Mbappe.
Don't like that. Don't like that at all.
Imagine Mbappe and Nuno Mendes on the same wing, bro.
Yeah, I think you just that would be absolutely
Yeah,
ridiculous. I'm gonna go Rodrigo left wing.
yeah. I like that, bro. I like that.
Rodrigo goes left wing,
Hmm. Nice.
and
And your
then
strike.
I reckon I've got a funny feeling we're thinking the same person here. You know,
I'm trying to think if you've used one of their players or not. Don't know if you have. Come on,
I'm
who's
going
your
for
striker?
Victor Osserman.
Oh, okay. No, I haven't. No, mine is Erling Haaland.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, I've used Man City. Fair. The other person I was thinking of as a striker is maybe Julian Alvarez.
Yeah, yeah. Good shout. Yeah,
So I've got Alisson in goal,
yeah,
Timber right back, Bastoni, Marquinhos, Tino Livramento.
yeah.
Then I've got Caicedo, Rodri, Musiala,
Mm.
Yamal, Rodrigo, Osman. That's a hell of a team. That
Mate,
team's
that
crazy.
that back five as well is solid. By the
It's
way,
solid.
that is solid.
That's actually a crazy team, you know.
Yeah. So just to round up, I've got Manuel Neuer in goal. I've got Reece James right back, Gabriel Magalhaes, Mickey van der Ven, and Nuno Mendes left back. My midfield three is Bruno Guimaraes, Scott McTominay, and Pedri. And then my front three is Kareem Adeyemi, Kylian Mbappe, and Erling Haaland.
They're both
But yeah,
crazy teams.
not bad. Not bad. It'd be good to
Yeah,
do another draft in the future, maybe like a prem, like something, or like classic draft. We'll do something in the future. Maybe like
yeah, it's a good idea,
when
man.
we get in the studio, if we get like any guests on, we'll do like a draft between three of us or something.
Yeah, yeah, 100%, 100%. But yeah, man, it's been good.
Mm. Another good episode, I think. Obviously, covered
100%.
mostly sort of Champions League things. Obviously, that's sort of the topic of the week at the moment.
Yeah, it was just such a crazy week of Champions League. To be honest, there was some massive games, and you know, Premier League weekend was pretty uneventful actually because
Mm,
most of the big teams won, didn't they?
yeah,
Um, so yeah, that's another episode.
absolutely. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. Leave us a rating on Spotify. 5 stars is preferable. And yeah, just keep following and keep liking.
100%. And the team that we've just came up with, let us know in the comments if you think Josh's team would win or if you think my team would win. Who would win that game as well.
Yeah.
But
And
thanks for listening. It's always a pleasure as always.
Absolutely.
See you in a bit, man.
See you later.